Hey guys, Henry here from Product Creation Formula. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to create an ebook in only a few seconds. But before we go ahead and do that, I just want to let you know, here at Product Creation Formula, we love to give you tips and tricks to better help you create your products quickly and easily. Along with that, we also do product reviews, as well as tips on how to make money online. So if that's the sort of thing that interests you, how about you smash that like button, as well as subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified whenever we upload more videos. Hey, while you're at it, why not stick around to the end, because there's going to be a bit of a dad joke at the end. Alright guys, let's go check it out. Recently I was watching a fellow YouTuber and he mentioned about being able to create an ebook in seconds, so that really intrigued me. So I checked out the site he was talking about. Now the site he was speaking about is a place called Tango. Now what Tango actually is if you have something that you're doing on your screen, what it will do is it will capture what you're doing. What you actually have is a Chrome extension that you can place onto your Chrome browser, and you can use that to capture what's happening on your screen. Now you can get it for free, but just be aware that the areas that are captured does have a Tango watermark on it. And that being the case, you can't really turn that into an ebook. However, what it does do is it creates a workflow for you that then can easily be turned into an ebook. Allow me to give you a demonstration of what we're talking about. Over here, I'll just click on this one here. This is one I've already previously done, and you'll see it says here, it shows you in the highlighted area what it is you already have captured, and it gives you a little brief description here. Click on insert, and I added a little bit of extra information just here. And then on the next page down here, next section down here, it added click on image, and I just thought, well, that doesn't need any extra explanation. And I'm just going through how to, in this particular case, how to add a cover image to Google Docs. And I went through and I showed exactly how to do that. And as you can see, it's quite intuitive, and it actually scrolls in and shows you, if you say for example have a small part that you want to click on, it will highlight that area and expand it up for you. And it creates all these different pages for you, and it positions it where it thinks it's going to be correct and so forth, and then highlights certain areas. Now you can add arrows and things like that to it if you wish to, and you can also have a look at all the things you've done. Now all you really need to do, and there's 18 or 19, I've added a little conclusion at the end here, all you really need to do to get this started is, let me just scroll away from here for 1 second, is to click on this area just here, and all you have to do is click that little purple dot right there, and that will then start allowing you to be able to capture it. Now if you are a paid member, any of this area here that's highlighted is not watermarked with the Tango logo. So if you decide that you want to buy this and try it out for yourself, you can go over here and you can choose to do it either monthly, which is $16 US a month, or you can decide to go yearly, $12 a month, or $144 a year. Otherwise you can do it at $16 a month, which is what I'm doing. And it just makes it easier, it makes it cheaper, it makes it much easier. Now it removes all watermarks. You can have a thing called blur and sensitive info. You can blur any sensitive info that you have on the screen. You can grant co-editing permission, and you get priority support. You can also have unlimited workflows, unlimited sharing with access control, image editing and redaction. You can also embed anywhere with a magic copy, and you can also download your workflow as a PDF, and that is how you would turn it into a ebook. Now let's have a quick look at how this is actually done. Well, one of the things I will say is, say for example you want to capture something on your Word document. Unfortunately you can't. However, you can get around this by showing something on Google Docs. It is unfortunately a 100% online service, but you can get around this by using Google Docs instead. So allow me to show you how this actually works. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick little tutorial on how to add a cover image to Google Docs. And I'll show you exactly how to do this using Tango. Now let's click on that. We'll open this up. Now, I already have a image pre-saved, so I'm not going to go into Canva to show you how to do all that. However, I will open up Canva because there is something else I would like to show you how to do this. So I will quickly open Canva up and we will just get back into Google Docs. Now, of course, what I want to do is I want to start capturing what I'm doing. So I'm going to hit this, and in just a minute I'm now going to hit this little dot, and it will begin to start capturing what I'm doing. So as I explain to you what's going on, you'll see down here there's a little thing here that says number 1, and over here you can pause it, you can restart, you can then blur out any sensitive areas, or you can move to the right, and also you can close it off if you wish to. So what we're going to do is I'm going to now click over here to insert, and I'm going to click image, and everything I'm clicking right here is coming up on this area here. If you look down here, you'll see that it has the numbers have changed. I'm going to go to my desktop, and I'm going to grab hold of an image that I have down here. How to add a cover page to Google Docs. Okay, we're going to copy on that. And here is the cover image. Now, this won't, of course, do what it needs to do. Now let's scroll back just a little bit. I'm going to scroll this back so you can see this page a bit better, and we can see what's going on. What I'm going to do is click on the actual image itself. Oops, I'll just scroll up a little bit so you can see what's happening. There we are, a bit too small otherwise. Click on the image itself, and then we scroll down to the very bottom. And down the very bottom, you'll see here, you've got inline text, you've got wrap text, and you click on the wrap text. Let's scroll back just a little bit more so we can see a bit better. Then what we need to do is go over here to one that says margin. It says 1.8. What we do is click on the margin, and we make that 0 inches. Then down here, we move, you see where it says move to text? Move with text. We click on that, and we hit fixed position on page. Click on that, and this will then allow us to be able to position this over to the left. Now what we need to do is you need to be able to hit your arrow keys. If you try to do this using your mouse, you'll find that it doesn't work. So using your arrow keys, you can then take this to the top of the page. Now once we've done that, we can then grab hold of this, and then we can drag this across to the end so as it covers the page. And as we scroll down, we can grab hold of this button just here and drag it to the very bottom. Now let's scroll up a little bit. Let's scroll this back just a little bit more so we can see what's happening. And we need to scroll this back up to the top of the page a little bit more by hitting the arrow key. So as you can see, it's now hit the arrow key quite nicely. It's touching the top of the page, and we can now drag that down to the bottom of the page so as it covers every aspect of the page. Now all we need to do is click on the actual image itself and then drag that across a bit more. Let's move that over a little bit more so we can see what we're doing, and drag that over to about there, and we can now center that over so as it's in the middle. And that is how you do it. Now let's scroll this back out again so we can see what's going on. And over here, all we really need to do is download it. So all we have to do is hit share, and you can hit save. And we're going to save that onto our desktop. So what I'm actually going to do is send it to myself. and I don't have to give myself a message. I just hit send, and now that'll send it to my email address that I can then download it to my desktop. So as you can see, I have one right here. I'm just going to click on that so as it opens up, and then we can have a look at what's in there. So as you can see, we now have the Google Docs. We can click on right here, so open up that, and it allows people to be able to see it, and this is how people can share it. Now another thing you can do is we'll just stop this now, and how we stop it is I'm just going to expand it up just a little bit more so we can see what's going on. How you want to stop this is by clicking on that section just there. And what's actually happening here is it is now turning this into a PDF, or actually a workflow. And once it's turned it into a workflow with Google, and as you can see, go to untitled document google.com. Okay, so it tells you what to do there. And as you scroll through, you can see here it says go to insert, and you can see it's got other images, and if there's anything here you want to delete, once I get to a certain area, I'll want to delete certain things. As you can see, it highlights the area you want. Now if you want to expand that up, all you have to do is hit that, and then you can drag it to where you want it. In fact, I might even drag that a little bit closer up so you can have a better view of what you're doing here. So it's a really simple edit. It doesn't take long. It only takes seconds, and you can do the same thing again and drag that up to the very top, maybe expand it up a little bit more so you can have a better view. And as you can see, I'm hitting 0, and it says here click on 0-inch margin, so that's what you have to do next. And over here we have to expand it up again by clicking there, making sure it expands it up, and we can now take it to the bottom, click on position options, and then we go to the next one down, and another one we just have to expand it up. It's not a big deal. We want to expand that up so we can see what's going on, and then says fixed position. Well, you can actually change the name of this because it's not fixing it, not saying it, and there you have it. If you want to add any extra information, you click on that and you can add extra information just there. You can scroll down, drag highlighted element, or in this particular case drag image, and as you can see, it gives you information on all this sort of things, and it just keeps going through, and as you go through you can just, it really does improve your creation of your product. Now you can delete a few slides if you think that they're irrelevant and not necessary. Now I'm also going to be deleting certain areas. For example, I'm going to delete this one, doesn't need to be there. No, actually I'll keep that one, cancel. I'll keep this one. And I'll fuzz out some of the information so you can't see it. And then I'll just scroll through, and as you can see, this part here, and it went to my page, and then it went over here. So it's all done. That is essentially finished, and you can add some extra elements here. Insert step, and we can now add steps here. You can upload an image if you wish to, or you can make this a conclusion if you wish to. It really is up to you. Now, all we need to do is to export this as a PDF. Now, if you want to, you also have the magic of doing this. So let's go click on the copy magic. We go copy to clipboard. Now this is really, really cool. Now we're just going to go over here to Google Docs one more time. Click on here, go to insert. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go down here to break, go page break, and it will then give me a page to add to. So we can grab this and take it up to the next page if we wish to, and just do that what we did before. And just add this to the page, which is right there. And we can now go down here where we now have a page. Now watch this. We have copied it. If you remember, we were over here and we hit share. We went over here to magic copy. We copied it from there. And all we really need to do now is go over here and go Control V and watch what happens. It pastes all of this straight into your Google Docs, creating a wonderful, wonderful site for you. Now, have a look at this. Another thing you can do, if you so wish to, is you can then download this. Where is it? Here it is. You can download this as a PDF, which we shall do straight away. And then we're going to be going over to Canva because I want to show you something pretty cool. Now, remembering, I'm a paid member, and I don't recommend you do this if you are not a paid member. Only do this if you are a paid member. Okay, I can't stress that enough. So I've got this one here. Okay, cool. We are now going to go over to Canva. While we're in the front page of Canva, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this PDF and drop it into here. And what that will do is it will open up a project and allow me to be able to edit. So if we scroll down here, you can see that this is now going in, and this is an area which we can actually edit. I'm going to pause the video while we wait for this to finish because this can take a while. So to avoid my camera space, I'm going to try and stop the video until then. Okay, now that we're here, let's have a look at what this one's like. Let's open this up, and this will open up in Canva, and you'll be able to see what sort of wonderful things we can do. Now, as you can see, it does give you this area, but if you were to go here, just click on that, and you can just double click on that, and it deletes that for you. I'm going to expand the screen up a little bit so you can see what's going on. Oops, daisy, too much. Let's expand that up just a tiny bit so we can see what's going on. Let's move that over here, as we don't need that right now. Don't need to give feedback. Okay, so what we can do is we can actually remove certain things. Like I want to remove this area just here. Now remembering, I am a paid member, so don't do this if you're not a paid member, because you really do need to keep all of the branding on there if you are not a paid member. If you're a free member, you really shouldn't be taking any of this off there for yourself. However, as you can see, that has now become quite nice. And as you scroll down, you can remove some of the stuff down here, for example. All you really want to do, if you want to remove the page numbers, you can remove that as well. Yeah, you can do that if you wish to. I don't choose to. And you just basically just go through and just remove all of these as you go along. Now, I'm not going to bore you with doing this in front of you. We're going to stop the video while I go through and remove all of the branding from this particular page. Okay, we're on the last page now, so we're just going to get rid of that and also this area here. So we'll get rid of that and get rid of that, and you can leave that element there if you wish to. I don't mind it. I think I quite like that. And there you have it. You've got it all removed and you have completely unique. Now you can download this as a PDF, which is highly recommended, and then you can save that as is. Another thing you can do, if we want to go back over to Tango for a second, grab this magic copy, just make sure we've got it copied. We can also go over here to Microsoft Office Word, and we can hit Control V or copy and paste, and hit paste, and we can then paste this straight into here. Now with that, we can remove the Tango just at the bottom there. We can also go straight to the top of the page, and we can have a look at removing some of the stuff here that is unnecessary. Remove that, and there we have it. And we can put it straight into a Word document, and you can then save this as a PDF if you wish to. Okay, so that is Tango. Okay guys, it's now joke time. A famous lawyer fought a case for a lady. At the end of the case, he won, and she came up to him and said, "Sir, I don't know how to express my gratitude for what you've done." He promptly replied, In days gone by, it was hard to express your gratitude to a lawyer. But ever since the Phoenicians invented money, that is the only way you can express your gratitude to a lawyer. Alright guys, if you liked this video, please consider smashing the like button as well as subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you can be notified whenever we upload more videos. Hey, while you're at it, why not consider sharing and also leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of Tango. And also too, while you're at it, over here I believe is a video that you might actually like. Down here is a video that YouTube thinks you might enjoy. And over here is an image of my icon which you can click on if you wish to subscribe. Alright guys, thanks for watching and bye for now.